Preparing in a world going crazy. Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. You guys know there is a lot going on. Prepping, though, gives us a peace of mind, correct? Yes, it does. If you're here and you're watching Asymmetrical Preparedness, then at least you have it in your mind, the idea of preparedness, which is good. Check out all the other prepper channels also. That's very important. Everybody looks at things from a different aspect. They have different ideas. They have different ways to look at things, which is good. You can't just look at something one-dimensionally through one channel or anything else like that. So there's a lot of good information out there. A lot of good information. So with that said, how do we prepare in a world losing its mind? Chaos, shortages, inflation, war. I mean, there's so much going on right now. These are crazy times. Is it going to get worse? Just a sec. Yes. It is going to get worse. What can we do about it? What can we do to take care of ourselves? What can we do to take care of the people we love? Prepare. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, that's seriously. Hit all aspects of preparedness. People talk about stockpiling food. Yes. The direction I'm really headed right now, though, what is it? Well, I want long-term sustainability. That's important to me. The ability to feed my family long-term, to weather any storm, any craziness, to lessen the effects of the outside world, to be as independent from the on-demand supply system as possible, and as independent from outside inputs as possible, making myself, my family, my tribe less reliant on the outside world. So what does this look like? Having skills is important, and I know a lot of people don't. I know skill videos don't get any views. See my video yesterday, hardly any views. Why? Because people don't care about skills. They want to be told what to buy next. Amazon preppers, which is fine. At least they're doing that. Skills are important. Yes. Stockpiling food is also very important. What is this?
Fern.
What kind of fern?
Sword fern.
Sword fern. Yes, good job, baby girl. Yes, baby girl. Okay. Raise your hand if you want to say something. Buying stuff is good to a point because, yes, you have it, which is better than not having it. The skills to go along with it, though, is very important. But that requires work. That requires effort. I highly encourage everybody to, quote-unquote, do the things. You can have all the gear in the world, you can have all the preps in the world. If you don't know how to use them, or you're not trained on them, or you don't even know if that piece of whatever that you ordered from Amazon even works, much less will stand the test of time and will actually perform and do its intended job repeatedly over time. So skills come important there. But long-term sustainability, things like hunting, foraging, fishing, trapping, snaring, those are all good things. Those are all good skills and they're fun. I always talk about making prepping fun. If you make it fun, you won't get burnout, you won't get stuff like that. Very important. You got something?
Can I go get my scissors?
Yes, you may. Love you.
Love you.
My little forest fairy running around. Another aspect that's very important to me is the long-term ability to produce food. I like the tactical side of things, that whole side of things. Security, defensive, which I may have to do. I'll probably have to do. But I will have to eat. My family will have to eat. We will have to drink water, etc. So, things that grow are very important. You guys have seen my garden. A lot more coming up on that. Building that, always improving on that, always bettering it. And actually, I got a video, yesterday's video on Patreon. Yeah, oh man, I had a really good day. I got a lot accomplished, and I made some stuff that's just for appearances. It looks really nice, but also free, sustainable food from the forest that we dug up and planted in our garden area that will produce food for free. Check that video if you want. Links in the description below. And now, I get comments. I get it. They're like, oh, just paid Patreon advertisement. Well, Patreon exists for a reason. It may not be the best, but it is more free speech than here. And yes, it does cost a whole $1 a month. It's so expensive. It's so, it's so horrible that I'm here talking about it on my channel. Yeah, because all I want is your money. Really? Yeah, I need $1 a month. I'll tell you what though, all the Patreon support definitely helps. It definitely helps me do the things, take care of my family. But anyway, yeah, we do that on Patreon, do a lot of other stuff there. Check it out. If you don't want to, don't. It's okay. Whatever. But the ability to have things that you're growing that are low maintenance, that will continue to produce year after year after year. Some of these things are fruit-bearing trees and bushes. Those are some of the ones that are very important. Yep, she just gave me a thumbs up. Because you don't have to replant them every year. They are long-term sustainable because they'll keep producing with very little care. Maybe some watering, maybe some fertilizer to help them out a little bit, whatever. But that's really good for long term. For short term, we talk about food storage, gardening also, raising your own animals, very important. Animals take a lot of work though. You got to get up in the morning, like if you have chickens, you got to let them out, you got to feed them, you have to take care of them, you got to clean up their poop if you want them to be really healthy and stuff like that. Yes, baby girl.
Well, also we got to take care of
yes, baby.
his.
Yeah, yeah. Right now we're taking care of our neighbors' chickens while they're not here. Yeah, and so it's that's fun, to go over there and interact with the ladies and
One's Betty.
feed them. Yes, baby. But you need to raise your hand. Remember?
Yes, Dad.
Yes, thank you. There's a lot more to it than you realize until you do it. That's why we go back to skills all the time. Actually doing things. We need to be doing everything we can to set ourselves up for success, to take care of ourselves. I know we can't do everything. I can't produce zippers. I can't make a shirt. I can't make a hat. I can't make boots. I get it. We're still tied to the outside supply system. There's almost no way to get away from it completely, 100%, unless you had a large community of people, large skill sets, lots of stuff, lots of machinery, lots of production capability for making all this stuff. And the odds are that there's no prepper group in the world that is set up like that. But having extras on hand will get you through a long-term event, hopefully out the other side where stuff like that starts being produced again. And so if we go to, like, if this war thing gets worse, if it escalates, if we get drug into it, well, not drug into it, if we find a way to get ourselves into it, like we always do, what kind of things are affected when a nation goes to war? Well, look at the past. Look at food availability. Look at things of metals. Look at tech.
Metal.
Yeah, metal. Heavy metal. Yeah. Rock on. Look at the powers that be not necessarily encouraging. Remember World War II? The whole victory garden thing, the government encouraging people to grow their own food. Nowadays, it may be the opposite. It may be the government coming and trying to take your food. Because, I don't know if you know this, but the U.S. grain reserves, the wheat reserve, all that stuff that we have, that people are like, oh, what about our grain reserves? Like our oil reserves. That, not that long ago, was allowed to be held in cash instead of actual grain. What, baby?
Also, you might want to have cooking oil, then that can turn into fuel.
Yes, baby girl. Thank you. All right, let me finish the video.
Yes,
The grain reserves, there's no grain there. Zero. It's in cash. Which, if there's a grain shortage, cash isn't going to do any good because you're not going to be able to buy any anywhere. The international market, lots of countries already aren't selling grain. So how well set up are we to take care of our people as a country? Not at all, hardly. They're definitely set up to take care of themselves. The government, the people in power, oh yeah, guarantee they have plenty. They're going to be well taken care of. But what about you and me? That's why we do this preparedness thing. That's why we grow our own gardens, raise our own animals, stockpile food, stockpile water, work on skill sets. People are actually serious about this. Work on their skill sets. They actually get out and do the things. I'm always getting out and doing the things. Do I have weak spots? Yes, I got lots of weak spots. But I'm always trying to do my best to put myself, my family, my tribe in a better situation. So I highly advocate and recommend you guys do the same thing. I know I've kind of gone a lot of different places in this video, but I feel that it is important to continue talking about this and getting the word out about actually doing things. Get the stuff on Amazon or wherever, and then get out and use it. Weather's getting better where I'm at, maybe not where you're at, but it will soon. Not that you need good weather to get out and do the things. You got to get outside your comfort zone. When it's pouring down rain, it's icy, it's whatever, you still got to get out and do the things. Yes, baby girl.
This isn't really what you're talking about in the video, but the weather is getting better, but it's raining a lot because it's spring.
Yep.
And it rains a lot in spring.
Yes, it does. It rains a lot in spring. April showers bring May flowers. Okay, so, yes. Get up, get outside, and do. Please. I don't know how many people are actually doing this. I know that preparedness has definitely become a lot more mainstream recently over the last 2 to 5 years-ish, maybe 10, a little bit. But I still feel that a lot of people actually aren't doing half of what they could be doing. Making it a priority is important. I know we're just sitting here, you know, all the people on YouTube and everything preaching, talking about preparedness. And a lot of people aren't taking it seriously. But when this is needed, They're going to be in a hurt locker. I hope you guys take it seriously. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.